Canada, with its vast forests, iconic maple syrup, wildlife and cuisine, but above all, its heroes. Mikael Kingsbury and breaking records have gone hand in hand ever since the Canadian first stepped onto the snow at the age of 4.
I was the kind of kid that always would go on the side of the slope and hitting those little bump and jump.
The young Canadian's destiny was inevitable, fueled by childhood inspirations.
First role model was probably Jean-Luc Brassard, obviously being from Quebec. Everyone wanted to ski like him and jump like him. When I was a kid, I printed on a piece of paper the Olympic ring and I wrote on it, "I will win." And I printed and I put it above my bed.
Soon enough, Mikael entered his first World Cups, swiftly claiming his initial victories.
I think the first podium was the most special one, I remember looking at the start list that morning and looking at all the names. I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be hard to make the top 16, and I qualified third, and skiing with some of my role models and guys that I've been looking up on TV or at the Olympic in 2010, and just to be part of the mix for me, it was just a huge accomplishment.
Then on the 11th of January 2018, Deer Valley, USA, Mikael launches his record-breaking quest with his 47th World Cup victory, securing the title for the most wins by any mogul skier in World Cup history.
That was 2018. I remember the year by the shoot. I didn't really know about the record. I just skied the best as I could, and people were telling me about records, and it's probably from that point that I started very, looking at more stats and trying to chase the record.
Not only did Kingsbury look at the stats, he shattered them. In 2023 in Almaty, he clinched his 24th Crystal Globe, surpassing the great Connie Kissling to claim the most titles in FIS history.
When I started skiing moguls, especially when I won my first Crystal Globe, I thought it was just getting one was the absolute summum that the sport can give you. And once I won it, I was like, I can win another one, and been on the road for over a decade. And obviously I like records, and it seemed like an impossible one to get to, and yeah, it's just unbelievable.
With another record in hand, Kingsbury wasted no time in breaking yet another.
87!
Securing his 87th World Cup victory and surpassing the Alpine legend, Ingemar Stenmark's record.
I remember looking on the FIS, the records, and looking at Ingemar, I was like, it's never going to be reachable.
Yes, he does!
When I got to 80 last year, I was like, oh, this is possible. I was kind of speechless. I was skiing, and when I ski, like I said, I don't think about record. When I crossed the line, I knew it was good enough, and yeah, what a special moment to surpass a legend.
Entering the Legends Club, Mikael, are you now buddies with Ingemar?
No, but I'm pretty stoked because he followed me on Instagram. His dominance is just, incredible, and it's an honor for me to have my name next to him.
Another remarkable feat by the king of moguls is being the first skier to achieve back-to-back wins at the World Championships.
It's pretty special to be World Championship once, and to be 8 times is it's kind of hard to believe.
The icing on the cake to this incredible dominance is, of course, securing the gold medal at the 2018 Winter Olympic Games.
Just to achieve a childhood dream is crazy. Probably the most nervous I've been, because that year in 2018 I was dominating a lot the World Cup Tour, and I didn't want to choke at the right moment, and I think we did a great job with my team.
Undoubtedly, young Mikael would be proud. What aspirations do we hold for your future, Mikael?
If I was 18 years old and you would have give me all the result that I had, I would have signed, but I like round numbers, so I'll try to do my best and train hard to reach to 100. Even though I'm going to be 33 years old at the next Olympics, but yeah, I still feel like I'm 20 years old, so I'm excited for the future. Cool.
Hey, thanks,
yes, sir. Thanks.
Très apprécié. Bon contenu.
Ouais, ça va être bon. Ils vont pogner plein de petits shots.